What's going on, my gamers out there? Gamer93 here, and welcome to episode 14 of Building Minecraft City 2.0. I was actually in the middle of building the food truck, though, when the video ended at an hour. Now, after I do the food truck, though, I know exactly what I'm going to be working on next. It's actually not the fair, but it's something right up along against here. Something right up along against here. Okay, so I don't need the block of coal nor the stone button anymore, so that's good at least. Or the smooth stone slabs. But I am gonna need blue concrete though. So then I got the blue concrete. I don't need the oak door either. Because I know I don't need it. I know for a fact I won't need it. I'm also gonna need, oh yeah, I'm gonna need oak signs though real quick, so let me actually put the oak signs in place real quick to make it easier on myself. Okay. Okay. Now, good news is I don't work tomorrow, but I do work today. There we go. Now I got the oak signs done. Now I don't need the oak signs anymore. But I am still going to need the lever. I don't know why I got rid of the lever. Why did I get rid of the lever? I still need that. But let me also grab the iron door real quick and iron trapdoors. Because I am going to need those for sure. There we go. But I'm also going to need birch signs as well, though. Throughout the truck, though. Oh no, damn it. I'm still gonna need like the block of glowstone, the item frame, and the block of redstone. But let me just see something real quick, because I have a feeling I stuck the item frame inside this chest. I did not. I actually got rid of it. Damn. I was not expecting that. At all. Okay, so I am going to need white banners as well, though. Let me get those out. So, let me actually do... So, what I want to do, though, is 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, I only need 3. Yeah, I only needed 3. And I'm also going to need to grab out some black dye. I just can't know how to stack to be on the safe side. Okay. So, stick the loom down. Let's do F. Which luckily is very simple. Yep, that's F. The next would be O, which I don't remember how I do D, though. D is going to be the tricky one, though, for me to remember. Okay. But if I'm looking at it closely, I'm going to need white dye, though, if I'm looking at it closely. I'm going to need 1 white dye for this one. Okay, so let me do this. Swap out the black dye with the white dye. Do this. Okay, then we need to swap in the black dye again. Then we gotta do this. Now, I'm just basing this off of the image, though, that I see in the video. Oh, that's how you make the D. Nice. So now that I remember, somehow, I remember how to make the D. Just by looking at the picture on the video. Well, I'll be damned. Okay, so I already got the layout all situated. What else am I gonna need? Oh, painting. I'm gonna need a painting. Look at the painting real quick. It's just for like a mint. It's just like for like a menu selection. That's all.
What's up, YouTube? In this area /garden without some delicious air grid, where we now be starting.
Get more for less.
Oh my gosh, ads. Freaking hate them. I really do hate ads, to be honest, I really do.
And start the right of this, extending right of the building, which is Xer's truck. The front of the truck is the side that is ever so slightly shorter in front of the wheels, so that would be this side. Place a row of blue concrete on the front of this, and also, whilst we're here, place ladders on the two front center.
Oh wait, hold on. That reminds me, I forgot to grab the furnaces and the ladders. Because what's a proper truck grill without actually making it look like an actual grill?
The blocks, item frames on the left and right side, with then white concrete blocks inside of the item frames. We are then able to extend the left and right side backwards, each by 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then each up by 2 as well, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to join them together at the top, and then we are going to extend the front block here. So this is the side that is going to be open and is essentially just kind of a service window.
There we go.
Behind this block we want to place 1, 2, 3, 4 white concretes, which we also want to extend 1 row upwards. And then extend the first row backwards by a further 1, 2 using blue concrete, join down, add a row of blue concrete inside of this, join it together at the bottom front to back, and then this is going to be the aforementioned service window. On the back of the build we want to leave enough space for a door, so we just want to build blue concrete around it, leaving a door shape. On the back
Here, let me add the door in real quick before I forget. There we go. Door's been added. I can now get rid of the iron door because I don't need it anymore. There we go.
The build as well, on the opposite side of the food truck we want to connect the bottom and the top together front to back, and you can even connect the very top together as well, fill in the roof. And we want to have a little window on the back of the build, which we're just going to place 1 blue concrete here, gap of 2, and then fill this in. And we can turn this into a small window, and on the front of the build we can place glass block all the way around the top of the exposed blue concrete. Then place smooth quartz blocks, filling in the area on top of the glass, extending backwards towards the back of the truck. And we also want to place stone buttons on the sides of the black shulker boxes. So
Now, hold on a minute. There's one thing that I gotta do real quick. Well, first off, I get rid of this. Get rid of that. So I can then... Now, wait. Was part of the chest though have... Hold on. Let me look at the chest real quick. I want to look what's inside the chest real quick. Oh. This one does not have seating in it though. Oh wait, I think it... Oh yeah, it does. It is smooth quartz. It's a smooth quartz chair. Ah, damn it, I got rid of the glass pane when I still needed it. There we go. So stick that there. I can then stick this right there. Perfect. Now I can go back to where it originally was, which was right about here. Yep. Now I already got this section right here though done though. Oh yeah.
area on top of the glass, extending backwards towards the back of the truck. And we also want to place stone buttons on the sides of the black shulker boxes, so just like this. And
Now, I
now
can't
that
do the
we
shulker
have
box
done
one, though,
that, ladies and gentlemen,
because
we're ready to add further detail. So let's get rid of some of this stuff. And let's first of all work on the outside of the truck before we move inwards. We will need a door, so the iron door, leather, item frame, block of redstone, birch sides. We also want to grab ourselves the iron trapdoors, yellow candle, red candle, and flower pots, and we do need much more, but on the back of the truck, of course, we need that door, don't we? So we're going to place an iron door with a lever that will
so
allow
I'm also going to need to grab
the top two corners
red and yellow
we're going to
candles.
place item frames with a block of redstone inside of these. Moving towards the open side of the truck, I want to place a row of iron trapdoors in front of the top of the blue concrete for the
and a flower pot.
And on top of the trapdoors, we're just going to place an array of pots and candles. Ketchup, mustard, just a random cup of some
There we go.
is what they are supposed to look like. So now that we have done that, we can also, by the way, add levers to the sides of the vehicle. So kind of as like wing mirrors or side mirrors, however you want to say it. It's just a little bit of extra decoration as we boil it down. But we also want to grab birch signs. We will want to grab the loom, white banners. So we need more than one. Black dye and white dye. Let me quickly grab some banners. That was a little bit of a mistake there. And let's make the banners first of all, shall we?
I already did that.
Let's put the loom down. Let's open it up. We'll put our first banner in there with some black dye. The first letter is F. So vertical row. We have to along the more complicated white dye in. We then want the center diamond shape. Grab that banner. Throw the white dye out, put the black dye back in. We then want the horizontal row of black on the bottom, horizontal row of black on the top, and the vertical row of black on the left, which will give us the word FOD. However, we can place F-O-O-D. We can reuse that O. If you're in survival, you will probably need to make another banner, but that will give us food. So now that we have done that, we won't need these anymore. We can place some birch signs around the base of the truck. So the signs are simply placed literally all the way around the edge of the food truck at the bottom, so just in front of the blue concrete. What is this, you may be asking? What sort of it? It's just decoration. It just makes it look a little bit more intriguing, I think.
Introducing new Kinder Bueno for...
Yeah, I just want to make sure that the chair is in the right spot. There.
So now that we have maybe finished with the birch signs, I'm also going to grab the oak signs, oak fence, string, white carpet, and also light blue carpet. So the oak signs are basically going to be used as number plates, or licensed plates, depending upon what you want to call them. And we are going to place them on the front and back of the truck, just in front of the two center smooth stone blocks. And all I'm going to write is food in one and then one in
and I also need to grab light blue and white
that's such a confusing sentence. Food in one and then one in the second one. Anyway, that is what we want to have. And once we've done that, we want to give the food truck a little bit of a canopy, which is not a Pokemon. And basically, we just want to take the left and right sides here of the iron trap door area.
Like this?
We want to leave a gap of 1 and place 1, 2, 3 oak fence, 1, 2, 3 oak fence extending up from the ground like this. And then if we place string in between, and then also place it behind, extending backwards. I don't know how much of this we'll have to place because some of these blocks will actually work as, I do believe, say like the pot, we can place blocks on top of. So we won't necessarily need string for all of these, but the idea is very simple to place an alternating row of, what about the candle? Yeah. An alternating row of light blue and white carpet on top of this, and it helps us make a little bit of a canopy, which is once again not a Pokemon. So what we now want to do is think about the inside the build, but we are going to need some different materials to do it, I do believe. So why don't we actually grab a good amount of what we'll need first of all. So we'll need the light grey concrete, we'll need the block of iron,
Okay, so now I got that all situated. I don't need the screen anymore, and I definitely don't need the carpets anymore. I'm actually gonna hold on to the oak fence just in case if I still need it. Like, just in case if I still need it, because I'm thinking I might still need it at some other point, though. Oh wait, that's right, though. I'm gonna need the light gray okay, now we're gonna do the inside of the truck now. It's fantastic. Let's add the fridge first to make it easier. Booyah. Fridge.
Iron. We need stone buttons. We'll also need furnace. We'll need steak or something to put in the item frame. Detector rail. We'll also need.
I'm also gonna grab a random piece of food though. Not this, but something in here.
We'll also need blue concrete, quartz stairs, the lever once again. And that will actually pretty much make the entire inside of the tutorial, but we are making a little bit more.
Oh, wait, there are a bag of chips.
We'll also need azalea.
When did they add that?
Birch fence,
I don't remember.
Lantern. We'll need
so I'm gonna do a chili dog, I'm gonna do a chicken quesadilla, and a chicken club sandwich.
The only thing that I have been thinking about and has been haunting
chicken nuggets
is that I kind of want to have a painting just here as kind of like a little bit of an order board. So, at the very least, one little painting. So, unfortunately, I didn't have it in the item list, and that is because my brain is made of jelly. But we can have just a little.
There we go.
It's just kind of like, kind of nice. Like it adds a little bit of something to the food truck, I think. So do feel free to add.
Actually, I'm actually gonna add the food last though, because this one's gonna be starting off all different types of food though from different types of countries.
In the back corner, we're going to place a grey concrete. This is right next to the door. 2 blocks of iron stacked on top of.
Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. That's not where the fridge belongs. Now I gotta get the remover tool. Now the fact that I gotta get rid of the remover tool, because it turns out that the fridge does not belong there, but it belongs here. Good thing I caught that.
Next to this with stone buttons in front of the blocks of iron. On top of the first light grey concrete,
oh,
place a cake. There's a bit of decoration. Feel free to eat some. I know that I have.
Let me see. I want to see if the chocolate cake works the same. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so it does not work the same. It does not work the same as regular cake. Noted. There we go. Then we're going to stick the griddle. 2 of these here. One, I think that belongs there though, right?
Across. What we then want to do is replace the light grey, and we won't need the block of iron. Nor will we need the buttons.
Oh wait, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore.
And right next to this light grey, we're going to place ourselves the blue concrete. In front of this, preferably facing forwards, a quartz stair, and then next to this a lever. And this kind of looks like a driver's seat and a gear stick of some description.
Alright, so lucky for me, I still have the smooth quartz stair and the slabs.
Brewing stand, item frame, stake, rail on top of the furnace.
Okay, so that actually does not belong there. Good thing I kept it, just in case. I'm glad I actually kept it though, just in case. I don't know why, but I don't think I need bird signs anymore. There we go. So this goes here. Okay, I'm gonna stick that there. Okay, so I don't think I need the lever anymore, and I definitely don't need that anymore. So I'm gonna grab the item frame. Stick that there. What should I add inside of it? That though. You know what I'm gonna add? An almond cookie. What? This thing is definitely updated though, a lot though. Because now we have an almond cookie, which is new to me. We have what else is new here? Black pepper, that's new. Butter, that's new. Broccoli cheese soup, that's new. A Brazil nut flapjack. That's also new. Because, now if you don't know what a flapjack is, though, a flapjack is another way of saying pancake. But for right now, though, here's what I'm gonna do. All I'm gonna do though is just. So I'm going to add. What should I add? Chocolate raspberry cookie? No, that sounds good. Chocolate spread on toast. Okay. Cucumber maki? Why does it remind me of a sushi a little bit? But what I'm going to do though is now. How the heck do I get a fried egg? Do I craft it? I don't think so. So I'm gonna grab a hot dog. It's like a hot dog inside this item frame. There we go. Okay, so now the inside's completed. Now I just have to work on the outside.
It just looks like a nice little well-stocked kitchen. Do feel free to change these things around as you do see fit. And of course, if you like, you can also place stuff on here as well. So like if you wanted to have like an item frame, because it just looks like a plate or a container. If you wanted to have a lantern to light the place up, you absolutely can. You know, feel free to mix and match and chop and change things as you do see fit. But that is pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, that is the entire food truck itself made. And now that has been done, we are just simply going to refine the area around it, because I do think it really does add to the truck. I was going to do this in a completely separate part of the third tutorial, but we're going to grab the azaleas, birch fence, lantern, possibly the birch fence gates. I don't know if we're going to be using these. Spruce slabs, spruce fence, spruce trapdoor, cauldron, trapdoor, and we may also need the leaves.
Oh, wait, what leaves was it though?
Spruce slabs, spruce fence, spruce trapdoor.
Oak leaves. Okay, it's oak leaves. Got it.
Cauldron, trapdoor, and we may also need the leaves. So, first of all, from the front corner of the truck, extending towards the front of the fair, gap of 1 azalea, gap of 1 azalea. We then want to leave a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on this 5th block, a birch fence, which we then want to extend up by 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is where the contention comes. I don't know if I want to use birch fence gates or simply just a birch fence. So if we're going to place birch fence gates, we need to place 8 extending across. 1, 2.
So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With then a birch fence on the end, which we will then extend down to the ground. The only purpose for this is to hang lanterns off of it, which we'll be doing like this. We will place a lantern on the very end, which we can't do, actually, but what we can do is this. We can replace that fence gate with a fence, and then we would leave a gap of 1 and then place another lantern. This is better, so...
Introducing virtual up.
Like this, right? I mean, according to what the tutorial said, though, that's what it looks like.
Fence?
Yep, like that.
Gate, fence, fence gate, fence gate, fence, fence gate, fence. You guys get the idea, which facilitates this. We just want to have kind of like this nice play of lanterns. And from this, we can also place, I don't know if this is going to be a bit busy, but if we place azaleas on the opposite side of the food truck as well,
I already did that.
I want to have a cauldron somewhere with a trapdoor just to act as kind of like a bin. And I also want to have picnic benches. So these are placed on either side of this kind of like hanging decoration using the fence and the lantern. So we extend inwards diagonally from both sides, 1, and then inwards. So like inwards diagonally or outwards diagonally from the, however you want to see it, inwards and then in 1. So we then want to place a spruce slab, 1 next to it, fence, spruce
like
slab,
this,
and then spruce trapdoors on top.
like this.
And we want to do the exact same method over here, but I think it ends up just leaving a gap of 1. But from here we move inwards diagonally, this might be the problem with the bin, and then we've got spruce slab, then fence, spruce slab, and then trapdoors on top. So the problem with the bin in that position is it's a little too close to the benches, but it's okay, we can move it, that's perfectly fine, I think. And from there we also want to, of course, have it on this side as well, so move inwards diagonally to the right, slab, fence, slab, we leave a gap of 2 it would seem, so slab, fence, slab, and then we place
Oh, I was supposed to leave a
cable
gap of
dropper.
1. I did not leave a gap of
And
1.
there you go. I mean, it just kind of looks like doesn't this look like just a nice little area? Or at least it does to me. I think that this looks really, really.
Yeah, I didn't leave the gap of 1 like I was originally supposed to. Whoopsie. Whoops. There we go. There we go. So now I have to leave a gap of 1, which is going to be this right here. Then we'll go bam, bam. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have a trash bin here, even though it's going to be directly connected up to there. I'm actually going to have it, like, centered, though, like, right underneath the fence gates. Like that. That actually looks a lot better than I anticipated. And I mean a lot better than I anticipated.
Really cool, and it helps to complement the fair. Of course, we will be refining the area around this once we do move on to making paths and just kind of like the ambient stuff around the fair. But that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell next to the
There we go.
button. That will ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub bot.
There we go. Okay, so now that this area is all completed, I can then get rid of this. I'm going to keep these 3 and these as well. I definitely don't need the block of redstone or the glowstone dust anymore. I definitely don't need the iron trap door anymore or the remove tool. I'm going to keep the trash can. I don't need the leaves anymore. And I certainly am going to keep my trusty shovel. So now we're going to need, though, is I'm now going to need gravel, iron bars, and I'm also going to need the train tracks as well, though. But what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to grab the buffers first, which are going to be the oak buffers, and I'm going to need to grab this. But what I'm also going to need, though, is I'm also going to need to grab this as well. There we go. Okay. So I'll have to go all the way up to here, go to this corner block here, and go and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Whoops. I gotta go back 2 blocks. It's supposed to be 47. So I count 49. There we go. And then now I have to start from this block over here. This will be block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And then I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. And then this all connects all the way up back up to here. Now, I'm going to break this entire thing right here real quick. Because this right here is where there's going to be a mini train yard. And I mean a mini train yard. Where it's only going to have 4 sections. But the problem, though, is this, though. I will not be able to add the trains in because I don't remember what trains I added, though, and what specific colors they were, though. And that's going to be a major problem. Because since I don't remember the types... Well, I do remember 2 of them, though. One of them was a blue train, the other one was a red train. There were 2 steam engines, though. And they, like, I do know 2 of them, though, and their exact placements, though. But the problem is, I have to kind of build, like, the structure of it, though, a little bit, though. And I didn't realize I need to complete that, though. So, for right now, though, before I, like... So, here's what I'm going to do. Now, depending on how... Now, I only have about roughly an hour, though, until I have to leave for work. I'm saying roughly an hour, give or take. Oops. There we go. So here's what I'm gonna do, though. What I'm gonna do, though, is I'm gonna fill this patch with gravel, and then I'm gonna end the episode, so that I can double check the world and then do episode 15. Quickly, though. So, which means I have to fill this entire, well, unless, though, I can figure it out, though. But the problem is, though, my memory, though, will not let me do that. It will not, unfortunately. Which is the reason why, though, I'm going to need to end the episode, though, once I fill in this patch right here. Now, even though this one's going to be a bit shorter, though, just trust me, though, I know exactly what I'm doing. So I just start 2 blocks going this way. And then I'll just start 2 blocks, whoops, not that block, then I'll just start 2 blocks going this way. Yeah, I don't like it when I have a major lag spike like that, though. I don't like that, because then that's what makes it seem like my game is about to crash. Now I do 2 blocks this way. It's just to help me, it's just to help buy me some time. And then 2 blocks down like this. Because now it all now also depending on what time the bus gets here, like depending on what time the bus picks me up, though, that would determine, though, on how long I can record, though, for part. Oh no, wait, yeah, for part 15. Because this is well episode 14, though, right here, though, since I did episode 13 already, though, which is still uploading, well, processing, then it will upload. Now, I also hope this one can also save, though, as well, though. Which is what I'm hoping for. Like, really hoping for. That it saves. Because what I want to do, though, is I want to make sure that I get this as accurate, though, as possible, though. But the problem, though, is this. If, like, for example... if, like, I want to, like, make sure, though, that I get, like, as accurate, though, as possible, though. Just to make it easier on myself, though. Okay, so this is almost done, though. Whoops. Well, I've not made a mistake in a while, though, like that. Well, in a bit, though. Not a while, though, but you know what I mean. Oop, there we go. Okay, so now I've got to patch in the gravel, though. Now, I'm going to do the long ways first, though, which is like this. Which I have to do 28 times. Which hopefully does not take me long. I'm praying it doesn't. Because then what I'm going to do, though, is then, now, the thing is, though, I don't even remember exactly how tall, like, I don't remember how tall the iron bars need to be, though. So, but what I do know is that they are, like, at least 2 blocks tall, though. If not, possibly 3. But I have to double check because I do not remember. So, I'm gonna do it like 2 blocks tall, though, and then I'll end the episode, so then I can go check on the other world and see how I did it. And then, once I do that, I can then decide, like, figure out, though, what exactly I need to do. The reason why I don't want this one to be an hour long, though, is just so I can do episode 15 as well, though. I still have a long way to go. I think I'm about like halfway done, I think. I'm not sure. Because I gotta get this done like quickly though. And I mean quickly. Now, I'm glad though my shift starts at 10:30 today instead of like 10. Like, I'm very glad about that. And I mean very glad. Oh, that also does remind me. That does remind me. So that does remind me. I am working 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday, and 10:30 to 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Oh, not 6:30 p.m. So, yeah. So Friday is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday, and Saturday is 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday. That's my work schedule for Friday and Saturday, because since now I wasn't originally scheduled for those 2 days though, but since they were offered though, I asked about it. Since I asked about it though, and luckily, and I decided to what I decided to do though was this. I decided to take advantage though of asking for more hours though, because in my opinion though, taking the initiative though is actually very useful for me. Because in my opinion though, taking advantage though of hours though, even though my hours have been cut, which makes me home more often. Oh, but that does remind me though, I am also working Sunday as well though. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now Sunday is different though. Sunday I'm only working till 3 p.m. which is a bit strange, but it is what it is. Actually, I think it is 3 blocks tall, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it is 3 tall. Yeah, I think it is 3 tall, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end this episode here. Make sure you guys smack that like button if you do plan on subscribing. Definitely your choice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another Gum 93 episode. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!